Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Noelia and I talk about all things curly, beauty, and a little bit of lifestyle. So for today's video, I figured I would just put this together last minute, only because I was just about to actually deep cleanse my brushes, actually sanitize them, and I was just like, I don't think I've ever filmed that before, so I figured I'd bring you guys along with me so you guys can see what I do. I like to stay consistent and do this at least once a month, only because we all know how gross our brushes can get. Now, I know a lot of you say every time you wash your hair and actually style, you guys clean your brushes right away. Now, I do that as well, but there are certain brushes that are literally almost impossible to remove all the gunk and all the buildup from them right away. So I'll show you guys what I mean. These are the brushes that I freshly cleaned and sanitized. I already used this one, so if you see, let's do that over. So I already used this one after washing, and I did remove all the hair from this. So for example, if we're talking about a brush like this, it is very easy to go in the shower, literally bang it on the wall, get all the hair out, and just run it down with hot water. Cool. But when it comes to, you know how gross these edge brushes can get. Like, you guys will see in the video how gross this was. This one was just not, it was not cute. I know that we're all guilty of having edge brushes that are not cute. So, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I know at least a few of us can relate that sometimes we just let these get out of hand. I don't really brush my edges down that much because I don't really have baby hairs like that. So yeah, this one needed a good wash. I love, love, love my Tangle Teaser to detangle, and this one loves to have hair just stuck in the back. And no matter what I do, especially if I don't do it right away and I just kind of like let it sit there, it takes forever to get this out. So I like to soak it in the solution that I'll show you that I make from home. I use all natural ingredients. I don't do anything super crazy. Just use my own solution that I've always used for my brushes, so nothing crazy. Now, again, like a brush like this, like a wide tooth comb, this one is super duper easy to clean. You run it through with hot water once you finish using it, and it's very rare that you'll find buildup on one of these, but hey, I'm not judging you if you do have buildup on yours. Brushes like these, right? I am guilty of not washing these as much as I should, and look how clean the bristles are on this one. I gave this one a good clean. I've had this brush, no joke, for like 20 years. Like, this brush is just, actually 20 years is a stretch. I want to say about like, this brush right here has lived like 15 years, and that's pretty crazy. The bristles are still really strong, and I've always just maintained it because I clean it now. I'm always taking care of it. It has lost some rows, but it still works really well. So I'm never gonna let this brush go because it's bomb. For those of you who are wondering why the heck would I soak my brushes when I could just run it through the shower, yada yada. I like to do it at least once a month. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do it every single month. I always rinse my brushes down after I use them. But like I said, when it comes to like the Tangle Teaser, sometimes I forget. And then that boar bristle brush, which is like super thick, that one is a little bit difficult to do often because once you brush your hair a few times, you don't even see the hair on it. At least I don't, so I kind of let it accumulate and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta wash my brush. So the main reason being is that if you are a curly girl, you probably use thick products, right? Not all of us do, but naturally our products just, when it's used and used and used often, I feel like it does produce a lot of buildup, and then buildup on your brushes can cause bacteria, and you don't want to have bacteria on your brushes because it could also lead to hair loss in the future. Now, if you are somebody who already cleans your brushes your own way, cool, but I figured why not share the way I do it. And yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's just something very simple that I like to do at least once a month. Over the last year, I just recently started adding it to my calendar so I don't forget. It's not difficult. It doesn't take as long as it seems like it does. It probably takes at most 20, 30 minutes, not even, like 30 minutes, I would say, 30, 40 minutes, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I do and how I do it, so keep on watching. Okay, so we're starting off with some gross brushes. Look at how bad these brushes look. You can see the buildup, the hair. I mean, just know I purposely left some of them more gross than others because I'm just like, for the sake of this video, might as well. So first I like to go with the tip of either a fine tooth comb or my actual edge brush actually has a very fine corner. So I like to go ahead and brush out the excess hair and buildup. Once the excess hair and buildup is removed, I'll go ahead and get ready with the soaking mixture. Okay, so you're gonna wanna find a bowl or a big container where you can put some warm water in. I like to add a cup of white vinegar, as well as add a 1/4 cup of baking soda. Once you add the two, it's gonna fizzle up like a little science experiment. I think we did this back in the day for volcano experiments, but that's not the point. After that, you're gonna go ahead and grab whatever favorite shampoo or soap. I like to use Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. I love to use Castile soap to clean my brushes in general. So once you do that, I like to add a few drops, and then I'll go ahead and start adding my brushes to this mixture. Okay, so once the solution is made, make sure that when you put the brushes in, the ones that are actually floating, flip them over so that the bristles are actually facing downwards on the water. You wanna make sure you do this so that way whatever buildup and hair is stuck on the brush will loosen up with this mixture. So we'll leave it here for about 20 minutes and then we'll revisit it so that we can go ahead and scrub off all the buildup and all the grossness. Once these brushes have soaked for about 20 minutes, the buildup starts to naturally just fall off the brush, which is so satisfying to watch but gross at the same time. So you go ahead and just remove as much as you can. I like to actually brush the brush, if that makes sense. You guys will see me do it. I actually used the edge control brush to like brush off the buildup on my brushes. If you have a toothbrush, that works as well. I had one, I just didn't know where it was. As you see, I'm also going back in with the Dr. Bronner's to just super cleanse each brush as much as I can, especially the ones with the bristles on them. So I like to go back, shampoo these brushes down with the Dr. Bronner's. As you see, the water is looking more murky, but the cause of the murkiness is really the baking soda as well as the residue from each brush. But we're not going to keep them in for much longer. We're just using it to pretty much remove whatever residue and buildup it has left over, and then we're going to rinse it out and allow them to dry. So I rinse each brush under warm water just to remove whatever soap or whatever residue is still left on this brush. And now these brushes are squeaky clean. Once you've rinsed them off, you're gonna put them on a paper towel or a regular towel and let them dry. And there you have it. Sanitized, fresh and clean brushes ready to use. Just make sure that you stay on top of them because if you let them get too gross, then it's gonna be a longer process than usual. So just make sure you're on top of it and try to cleanse your brushes at least once a month. Just like you cleanse your makeup brushes, you should always cleanse your hair brushes as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire routine. But yeah, guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you are somebody who didn't typically sanitize your brushes in the past, let me know down below if you're gonna try this method. Or if you're someone who already sanitizes your brushes, what do you use? Like, what's your method like? Let me know. But again, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.